my uncle had went to prison for a short time, and he used to have me on the phone, like spitting for people that was in prison with him. Like, yo, T, spit that verse that you rapped for me last week. And so I was on the phone spitting verses, and whenever he got out, put me in a booth. What's good? It's your boy Tymain Robbins, Hurricane Tymain, and I'm here with APB. Man, I'm from a small town called Bolton, North Carolina, about 30 minutes outside of Wilmington. It's sticks, man. Sticks, very rural, but that's what got me here, you know? Man, I was 4 years old when my uncle penned my first rhyme, and from there it was history. Like he penned that verse, and I was always listening to the radio, mimicking every single thing that I heard on the radio. Also, while growing up, my parents were kids themselves. I think my dad was 18, mom was 19, so I was always listening to heavy hip hop, Nas, Jay-Z, DMX. So I kind of just grew up immersed in music itself. So having that verse written, the people that I was listening to, I mean, I had notebooks filled when I was 4, 5, 6 years old. Man, I recorded my first song when I was 9 years old. And the reason why I recorded it, I got to tell the backstory. My uncle and my dad owned a club. And in that club, they had a studio. And so I'm too young to be in the club, but I was like in the studio while everybody was drinking and partying. And I was just in there freestyling. Anything that came to my head, any beat that they put on, I freestyled to it. And from there, I started to gain confidence, even more confidence, because I had a lot of older heads like pouring into me, like telling me how nice I was at rapping. But it was at 11 years old when I knew I was good. My uncle had went to prison for a short time, and he used to have me on the phone, like spitting for people that was in prison with him. Like, yo, T, spit that verse that you rapped for me last week. And so I was on the phone spitting verses, and whenever he got out, put me in a booth. Right, started paying for studio time, and really motivated me to start to take it serious for real. Style to me is your essence, right? It's what people notice about you before you even have a word to say. It's like that silent voice that speaks for you when sometimes you don't even speak up for yourself. And what it means to me is just authenticity, right? I'm someone who prides themselves on being real and staying true to myself. And so I like my style to resonate with that exact same thing. Man, to be honest, I listen to a lot of older music. Like, I just got done listening to Dynasty by Jay-Z and The Rock. But newer artists that I'm listening to a lot, I listen to Chris Patrick. He just dropped a project called The Calm. Also, La Russell. He had a particular project he released last year called How Much a Piece of Mind Costs. And that's something that I really gravitate to, is like deep, resonating like music that's like super relatable. Like, there's a lot of depth, a lot of thought to it, that I feel is truly like life changing. But those are some artists I'm currently bumping. I personally define success as waking up, being joyous, and like being able to do what I love to do at the end of the day. I think it's also important to measure that impact by how many lives you touch. So if I can inspire one life, inspire somebody to do something different or to go at whatever it is that they want to, go after, I did my job, and that's success to me. In particular, milestones. I mean, it's a lot to name, but I think in particular, one that comes to the top of mind immediately is being recognized as an artist to watch for 2024 by the Digilog, being recognized at Grammy Week for that same thing, and Dreamville performance this year. Five to 10. In the next 5 to 10 years, I see myself just continuing to expand my audience, expand my territory. I just continue to pray that God enlarges, right, my territory. That I capture the minds of people who are like avid thinkers, who are doers, who are like go-getters. Like those are people that I want to touch, and I want my music to, right, be the voice of the people, right, who sometimes are unsure, but right, whatever trial and tribulation that they went through, they can get through it, right, because they listen to whatever song it is that that capture their attention and makes them want to go after it. Man, creative process, I think it varies. It definitely varies from time to time. Like there's times when I can just start writing without a beat, right, however I'm feeling. Sometimes it's when I hear an instrumental that I love and it makes me want to say something, right, whether it's tell a story, spit bars. But then there's the times where I just freestyle something and I can make a song in 15 minutes. Take me 2 weeks, right? I think that style, the creative process is different every time. What's next? What's next? I'm currently working on a project where it gets super deep into my experience and my life over the past 8 years. Right? A lot of storytelling, but also something that I'm extremely looking forward to is just collaboration with other artists, continuing to network and get my name out there. What's good, people? It's Tymain Robbins. I just chopped it up with APB Music. Holla at your boy.